Now, let me say up front, this is not about porn. This is not about doing nude scenes. This is about actresses saying dialogue, sexual dialogue, dialogue with sexual words in it, dialogue with words that are pertaining to sex or some variants of sex or anything like that. And I have to say, mostly beginning actresses. Now, for many years, I was an acting instructor, and this situation came up a few times. And it came up a couple weeks ago with a friend of mine, a female actress, and so that's why I'm making this video now. But anyway, I had a student a few years ago that she had to do a comedy scene, and in the scene, her and her boyfriend was in a big fight, and the boyfriend was trying to make up with her in the scene, and she had to say a line of dialogue among other lines, but one of her lines was, "Well, if you think that's going to get you a blowjob, you're wrong." That was her line of dialogue. Well, that completely freaked her out that she had to say blowjob. And she refused to do the scene. Well, I didn't force her, but, she made her choice. Now, I had another student, also a female, she in the comedy scene. In the scene, she has to crawl under a desk with a guy, and implying that there's things going on underneath the desk. And during the comedy scene, her and the guy crawl out from underneath the desk, so there's implication that there's sex or something going on underneath the desk. Well, she refused to do that. She said, "I don't want to be viewed in that way. I want to be a serious actress," and gave me this whole spiel. Well, I didn't force her. She made the choice. Now, another example is a few years ago, I was teaching in LA, and one of my female students, she'd been in class maybe a couple months, so she was just a beginner. And she calls me up one night. She says, "Oh my God, I just got called for an audition." She was really excited. She says, "I really want to go on an audition, but," and the breakdown for the audition said something like slutty, trashy, whore from the poor side of town, cigarette smoking, gum chewing. And she was completely freaking out. She was saying, "I can't do this. This is not me. This is, this is not me. I can't do this. What should I do? What should I do?" And she was asking me for advice. And she was hoping I would say, just forget about it. Yeah, that's not you. Just don't do it. But instead, I said, "You go in that audition. You play the sluttiest, whoriest looking hooker you can come up with." And she was kind of shocked that I said that, but she took my advice, went to the audition, wound up getting a call back. Eventually, she didn't get the part. Apparently, some lady out-slutted her, but she did get a call back on her first audition, and she thanked me profusely that I talked her into doing it, and talked her, and she said she actually loved doing it, playing the part. Now, let's just get serious for a moment. Women love sex. In the words of Dennis Miller, comedian, political commentator, he once said, "Men need to fuck, women love to fuck." Now, in my own life, before my fiance passed away, in my younger years, when I was better looking and whatever, I was with quite a lot of women. And I have to tell you, and I don't say that to brag, I say that to make a point, that every single one of them, they all love sex. In fact, some of them, I thought my life was in danger while we were in bed. They got into it so much. So the truth is, in real life, women love sex. So as an actress, get off your soapbox, your goody two-shoes soapbox when it comes to being asked to say sexual dialogue, sexual lines, because it's probably something you're doing in real life anyway. Now, this doesn't apply to all actresses, of course, because some of them are okay with saying those kinds of words. But if you want to be an actress, you have to ask yourself, would the character I'm playing say something like that? Would they say these words? And if the answer is yes, or it's written in the script that the character says that, that if you want to be an actress, you need to be able to go there and give it 150%. I don't care what the words say or what they imply. You need to do it with everything you've got. And if you can't do that, then you need to, well, basically make family-based Christian films, which there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do, or find another career, because you're going to have problems with this one. So, bottom line, if the dialogue is sexual or pretending to sex or implying sex or anything about sex, it's life. It's real life. It's things that you do in life anyway and probably enjoy. So, like I said before, don't get up on your soapbox to your teacher, director, producer, script writer, anybody, and say, well, I'm not saying those words or doing that. Just don't go there. Go there in the case of playing that character with everything you've got. Everything you've got, if you really want to be the best actress you can. So that's my thoughts on beginning actresses and sex. If you have any comments, put them down below. Thank you.